My dear students, a very good morning to all of you. So as in previous class we have finished with a unit of practical geometry. So there you have studied about the how to construct the quadrilateral. Yes. So today we are moving with the chapter number 5. So complete that construction work, then you have to write the chapter number 5, that is squares and square root. And before this also you have studied about what you mean by the squares and what you mean by the square root. So before going to the exercise, some of the necessary introduction concepts are there. So first we will study that one, then we will move towards the exercise part. So what you will write, first write the heading as chapter number 5 in that square and square root. So write introduction, and just we will learn about what you mean by the square and what do you mean by the square root, and some of the method how to find the square and square roots. Okay, so then we will move for exercise. So the first thing is what do you mean by the square. So just you consider a general example, that means any natural numbers, so that can be represented by n, or you consider any number so which is in the form of, so I'll write y. Okay, so y is the one number if you think. So what is the square of y? So what do you mean by square? When the two numbers, same numbers, is multiplied twice. So if the y is multiplies y into y, so there are two types of 2 time multiplication of y, that means it is a y square. So like that, the y square is the square of the two numbers, square of the two same numbers. So if it is 2 into 2, so it is 2 square. 2 square, the answer is nothing but 2 square is 4. Yes. So 3 into 3, it is nothing but 3 square. That answer is 3 into 3, that is 9. So 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. So 4 square is 16. So 5 into 5, 5 square is 25. Continue this one. Okay, you write till 20, you can write. Okay, here you write till 10. I will write only 6 into 6 square, that is 36. 7 into 7, that is 7 square. 49. 8 into 8, 8 square. 64. 9 into 9, 9 square. And this one is 81, and 10 into 10, 10 square. So it is 100. So this is the square of the any number, and whatever the answer. 2 square means 2 is multiplied 2 times. 3 square means 3 is multiplied by 2 times. And 4 square means 4 is multiplied by 2 times. So 2 into 2, 4. 3 into 3, 9. 4 into 4, 16. 5 into 5, 25. So these are called as perfect square numbers. So these are called as perfect squares. So whether 4 is a perfect square? Yes, it is a perfect square, because it's how we can represent this one, 2 into 2. So whether 25 is the perfect square? Yes, it is a perfect square, because it can be written in the form of 5 into 5, or you can say that one as a 5 square. So this word will come again and again. So perfect square is nothing but the square, the term, the answer is the multiple of or the square of the number. So 9 is the perfect square because it is the square of the one number. 25 is the perfect square because it is the square of the 5 number. And 81 is the perfect square because it is the square of 9. Yes. So this is about square. The number is multiplied by 2 times. So what do you mean by the square root? It is exactly opposite. So square root is nothing but whatever the perfect square is there, that we will write, and there is a formation of root. So this is the square root of 4. So it is nothing but this 4. This is the 2 squares, that is 2 into 2. The 4 can be written as 2 into 2. So square root is there, you have to put the square root. So that means the pair will get as square root of 4 is the 2 is the square root of 4. Square root of 4 can be written as 2. How it will form means, so as you know, square root 4 can be written as 2 into 2. So there is a square root is there, so you will keep that one. So 2 into 2 can be written as 2 square, and as there is a square root, it will be there. So square root and square root get cancelled. So the remaining is only 2 here. So square root of 4 can be written as 2. Then what about square root of 9? Square root of 9 can be written as 3. Square root of 9 means it is 3 into 3. 3 3s are 9. So square root is there. So it can be written as square root 3 square. Square root can cancel the 3. So instead of doing this step, directly you can do. Square root of 16 can be written as 4 into 4, 16. So it can be written as 4. Then square root of 25 can be written as, so 5 into 5. So it can be written as 5. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 9 is 3. So this is the square of this number is the square root of this one. 3 square is 9. That means square root of 9 is 3. Okay. So this is what do you mean by the square and square root. Next concept which we have to remember here, that is the properties of the square numbers. So that we will write here. So here first thing, that is the properties of the square numbers. So that is nothing but a perfect square. What I told, the perfect square. Which are the perfect square? 4, 9, 16. So whatever the answer is there, that is square of the answer what we will get, that are the perfect square. So properties of the perfect square, that is the square numbers. So which property it follows? It is on the basis of unit place. On the basis of unit place, we are defining some of the properties. So what you have to do for that, first thing is you have to observe the square terms, that is the perfect square terms. So 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. So this is the square of some number is. So you have to observe the square, or you can say this one as a perfect square. There you have to observe the unit place. So unit place means the last place. If there is only one number, that is only the unit place. If there are two numbers, this is the unit place, and this one is the 10th place. So unit and 10th. Here also unit, 10th. So two numbers. If there are three, that means you have to observe the last one, that is the your unit place. Yes. So now you have to observe the unit place. So from that, which property you are able to understand? So you observe the numbers. So in the numbers, all these are the squares. Yes? All these are the perfect square. So you observe 1 is there, 4 is there, 9 is there. That means whatever the numbers are there, that we will write. So there are two properties. One is unit place digit of the square numbers can be. So that means the answer, unit place, square of answers what you are getting, there are, you can observe here. So right here. Yes. So here 1 is there. So at unit place 1 is there in the square numbers. At what about 2? Whether 2 is there here? No. 2 is not there. The unit place digit of square number cannot be 2. Then what about 3? 3 is there at the unit place? No. That means 3 will come here. Then what about 4? 4 is there, so it will come here. Then what about 5? 5 is there, it will come here. And what about 6? 6 is there, so it will come here. What about 7? It is not there. 7. What about 8? 8, it is not there. What about 9? It is there. Then now don't worry about 0. Only we will go for, so 0 it is there, so we'll add here only 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 and 2, 3, 7. So now what it makes for us? So what is the use of this? The unit place digit of the square, if the any number is given, for example, if the number is given 4, 2, 5, 8, 6. So to observe the unit place, if the unit place is 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, from these numbers any number is there at the unit place. So here you can observe it is a bigger number, in that unit place is 6. So that means in the list we have 6. Yes. So that means this is the perfect square. It may or may not be a perfect square. Okay, there are some chances. Either it will become a perfect square or not perfect square. So here we can say that if these are the numbers are present at the unit place, then this may or may not be a perfect square. It requires some condition. Okay, so perfect square. But here definitely if these numbers are present at the unit place, then definitely that given number is not a perfect square. that number is not perfect square. I have written that one here, perfect square. So for example, if the number is 82357, so what is the unit place here? Unit place is 7. So unit place is 7. Yes. So if the unit place is 7, then as we know from this, so if 2, 3, 7, 8, from these any one number is there at the unit place, that means that number is, this number is not, this is not a perfect square. So this is the property which it will help. But in this case, sometime we will get, usually we will get it is a perfect square, and sometime there is a possibility that there is a possible of getting a perfect square, or there is no possibility of getting square. So if these numbers are came at the unit place, then definitely it is not a perfect square. Again, there is one concept related to the 0 that we will study afterwards, so don't worry for that. So when we will go for the exercise, you come to know how to solve this one. Just remember, if in the unit place these numbers are there, then it is not a perfect square. By the observation only we are able to say whether it is a perfect square or not. Okay. So next concept related to this. So okay, that is numbers between two consecutive square numbers. So consecutive means there are two continuous numbers. And what do you mean by the square numbers? The square of that number. So for that, there is a formula to find the total numbers between square of the any number, as I told. So square means there is a one number, so square of that number. And another one is a consecutive. Consecutive means n is the first number, so n plus 1 is the second number. So consecutive numbers. So one example we will take, from that you come to know how to how these are differentiated. What you have to find the numbers between two consecutive squares. So one square number you take. So for example 2 square. So what is the second consecutive? That means what you will do, 2 plus 1 whole raised to square. That means it is nothing but 3 square. So one consecutive number is 2 square and another consecutive number is 3 square. So from these two you have to find the numbers between two consecutive square numbers. So 2 is the one number, 3 is the another. These are the consecutive square numbers. Number of these square numbers answer how many numbers will lie, that you have to find. So what is the usual method to do that one? What you will do, 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9, and whatever the numbers in between these, it will come, that are the consecutive numbers you will tell. For example, so as it is a 4, the numbers 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is 9. That means you will say there are four numbers lies between the square numbers, between the given two square numbers. So this is the usual method what you will do, but there is a one formula. Directly you can solve this one by using the 2n formula. So what is the n square here? That is 2 square. So what is the n plus 1 whole raised to square? That is 2 plus 1 whole raised to square. So which is equal to, what is the formula they have given, which is equal to 2n. That means use the 2n formula. So 2 into, what is the n value? N is this one, yes. So n is 2. Here also n is this one. 2 into 2, that is 4. That means how many consecutive numbers are lies? 4 consecutive lines. So one example, another example we will take by applying the formula. So to find the numbers between two consecutive square numbers. So which are the square numbers we will take? 3 square and 4 square we will take. Okay. So now the formula is, this is the n square and this is the n plus 1 square. N square means it is a 3 square. 3 plus 1 whole raised to square, that is 4 square. So what is our used formula? That is 2 into n. So 2. What is the n value here? That is 3. Here also 3. So that means into 3. So 3 2s are 6. So that means there are 6 consecutive, not consecutive, 6 numbers lies between the two given consecutive square numbers. Consecutive square numbers. Directly we can find. So this is the method how to find the numbers between two consecutive square numbers. Okay. So this is and next we will move towards. So the next one is sum of the first and odd numbers. So don't worry about the concept, just try to understand what you mean by this. You will come to know when you are solving the exercise. Okay. So sum of the first and odd numbers. So what you mean by the odd numbers? If the unit place have like the values 1, 3, 5 and 9. Yes, 7 and 9. These in the unit place, if you have 1, 3, 5 and 7 and 9, so as these are not divisible, these are divisible by itself only. So these are the example for odd numbers. Yes, so sum of the odd numbers, that means if you add the continuous odd numbers. So for example, so what we will take, 1 and 3 we will take two numbers. If you add 1 plus 3, so what is the answer? 4. 4 is the perfect square of 2 square. So how many odd numbers you have used here? 2 odd numbers. That's why it become 2 square. So if there are the odd numbers are consecutive, continuous odd numbers are given, the square of the number what we are doing, that is the counting of that numbers. So for example, if I use continuous, so 1, 5, 7 you can't do continuous. 1, 3 and 5. So 1 plus 3 plus 5. So there are how many? So I will not count directly. I will first write how many odd numbers are there. 1, 2, 3. So that means it is a 3 square. Now you check whether it is right or not. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So directly you are able to say the square term of these sum of the odd numbers by using the formula of n. N is nothing but this is the how many odd numbers you are using. Counting how many odd numbers. Okay, how many odd numbers you are using. So now I will ask 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. How many odd numbers are there? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 square. So this is the square of this term. And you know the answer as 16. So whether it is a 16. 7 plus 3, 10. 10 plus 5, 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. That means it is right. So directly we are able to say when there is the odd number set is there and it is the sum of continuous odd number set is there, and when there is a sum, that time what you will do, you will count how many numbers are there, then you will write the square of that one. For example, again 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means it is a 5 square. So directly you are able to write that one. So this will help. This method will help us to write the square of the numbers. Okay. And even there is another method to write the square numbers. So there are so many methods. So in that one method, that is repeated subtraction method. So square root terms, how to find. From the square root you have to write the square number. Square root of 4 you have to write as a 2. So like that, to find that method there is a repeated subtraction method. So that we will study. So here we will go with one example how to calculate. So first you have to take square root of the any number. So which we will take 25. So here what you have to do, this is the 25, yes. So from the 25 repeated subtraction of odd numbers. So odd numbers by given square root numbers. Okay. So that I will not write. Just I will write repeated subtraction of odd numbers. So odd numbers, you know that 0, 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So 0 we will not consider because 25 minus 0 is 25 only. So just start with the 1. So 25 minus 1 is 24. So whatever the square root term is given, that you have to take, that is the 25. And repeated subtraction of odd numbers. So repeated subtraction means once I have removed 1 from the 25, so it became 24. Now you have to take this 24 only next. So 24 minus of next number, so that is 3. Next odd number, so 24 minus of 3, that is 21. Now you have to take again 21. 21 minus of, after 3 which one is there? 5. So 21 minus 5. Then 21 minus 5, that is 16. Now you have to take again 16. 16 minus which number? 7. So 16 minus 7, that is So 6, 7, that means 9. So now 9 minus of, after 7 which is the next number? 9. So it came 0. If the answer is 0, then it is a perfect square. If answer at the end is 0, then it is a perfect square. The whatever the square root term is given, it is a perfect square of the any number of the number. If it is in negative, then definitely it is not a square of any number. Okay, so here you observe how many steps are there. How many steps are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 steps. So that means 5 steps. That means it is the square root of 25 is 5 square. So we can write the answer as square root of 25. By the repeated subtraction method, we have calculated there are 5 steps. So square root of 25 will be 5. Another example you can observe. So shorter one we will take the square root of 9. So what you will do? First you will take the 9 and first subtraction of the odd number. So 9 minus 1, that is 8. Yes. So next you have to take 8. 8 minus next subtraction, that is 3. So 8 minus 3 is 5. Now next you have to take this one. 5 minus next subtraction, that is 5. So that means 0. So how many steps? 3 steps. So that means our answer square root of 9 is the square of how many steps? So 3 steps. That means 3. So it is the square root of 3. The square root of 9 square is 3. So the answer is 3. So this is how by the repeated subtraction method we are finding. Okay. This is the another concept of this topic. So another concept is that a square of any odd numbers can be expressed as a sum of two consecutive natural numbers. So square of any odd numbers. So one example we will take. So tell me the any one odd numbers. So we'll consider one, we will not consider. So one square is 1 only. So no need to worry. So we will take another number, that is 3 we will take. So square of any odd numbers. So that means 3 square. This is the odd number. Square of the any odd number can be expressed as sum of two consecutive numbers. So that means it should be represented as sum of the two consecutive numbers. These arrow marks you don't draw. For your explanation I am drawing that one. So which you need the concept that you can write in your notes. Okay. So 3 square, sum of the two consecutive. Consecutive means the continuous number you should get. So there is a method what you have to do. 3 square minus 1 once you have to do, 3 square plus 1 once you have to do, and you have to divide the terms. Okay, once 3 square minus 1 divided by 2, 3 square plus 1 divided by 2. Because this number we have to represent sum of the two consecutive natural number. Okay, so natural number means it includes counting numbers. So 1 to infinity. So 3 square is 9 minus 1 divided by 2, and 3 square plus 1, 9 plus 1 divided by 2. 9 minus 1 is 8 by 2, and 9 plus 1 is 10 by 2. So 2 ones are 2 fours are. So that means 4, and 2 ones are 2 fives are. Now that means 5. So 4 and 5, whether it is a consecutive number? Yes. So these are the consecutive number. So now you got the consecutive numbers, sum of the two consecutive numbers. So 4 plus 5 equal to 9. So you know that 3 square is equal to 3 into 3, that means it is the 9. So answer, you can observe the answer square of the odd numbers can be expressed as the sum of the two consecutive natural number, that is 9. So this is how to solve the method. So here then one question arises, and you try. Okay, here you try for the 5 square, that means it is a 25. So 5 square minus 1 divided by 2, 5 square plus 1 divided by 2. You have to solve, and you have to find sum of the two consecutive number is equal to 25. You have to solve for this. And there is a one question. So they should not give the natural number. Instead of natural number, they should give in a reader like whole number. Why? Because I tell you. So if it is a natural number also, it is right. Okay. But if it is a whole number, then it is a perfect. Okay, but in reader they have given the natural number, which I will think it is not right, because so there is a reason. So if you take the example of 1, so what happens, 1 is also odd number, yes. So 1 square is nothing but 1 into 1, that is 1. So even we can represent 1 square minus 1 divided by 2, and 1 square plus 1 divided by 2. So 1 square minus 1 is 0 by 2. So 0 can be written at the p form. At the numerator we can write the 0. 0 by 2 is nothing but 0. Then 1 square plus 1. So 1 square is 1. 1 plus 1, that is 2. So 2 by 2. 0 by 2 I will write. And 2 by 2. 2 ones are 2 ones are. That means 0. 0 by 2 is 0 and 1 is 1. So that means these are the consecutive, yes. So these are the consecutive numbers, and if you add 0 plus 1 you will get the answer as 1. So that means this is also proved that now you are here, you can observe that 0 is considered here, yes. So that means the 0 is included in the natural number, 0 is included in the whole numbers. So this is 0 is there, 0 is also consecutive number, the two consecutive natural number they have given. So 0 is not a natural number, it is a whole number. So that's what I am telling, they have to give the two consecutive whole numbers. If they have given the 0 as a whole numbers, then it is fine. So just remember, if at all they have given the natural number, so it should be an whole number. So we'll write in the bar whole number. So because then it will be a very perfect sentence. Okay, square of any odd numbers can be expressed as the sum of two consecutive whole numbers. So as in reader they have given a natural number, so I have written. So actually it should be a whole number. So next we will move towards next concept of this. So this note, so this one I have explained. If the unit place digit is 2, 3, 7 or 8, it cannot be a perfect square. So for example, if it is 4, 2, 3, 8, 2, as the unit place is 2, so you can say this number is not perfect square. This number is not perfect square. By the observation only you are able to say. If the unit place is 2, 3, if it is 3, then it is not a perfect square. 7, it is not a perfect square. If the unit place is 8, then it is not a perfect square. Then the question, as I told at the starting only, if there is a 0, then what we have to do? We have to observe that how many odd number of zeros are there. So what do you mean by odd numbers means? So if you have 1 0, so that means 1 0 is there. So 1 is the odd number. So this is the odd number of zeros. So if you consider 1, 2, 3, so there are 3 zeros. So there are 3 zeros, that means 3 is the odd number. So this is the odd number of zeros. So if there are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so there are 5 zeros, that means 5 is the odd number. So that's why these are the odd number of zeros. And always remember what you have to observe, at the end you have to observe, at the end zeros are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all zeros are at the end. So here also 1, 2, 3, all zeros are at the end. Then that is not said, these are not perfect square. Perfect square. Then you have observed is, so one example you have observed, that is square root of 100. Yes, so that is the square of 10. So 10 square, yes. So here what is this 10 square? It is the how many odd numbers? Sorry, what you want? There are 100. 10 square is equal to 10 into 10. So that means 100. So 100 is a perfect square. Perfect square. 100 is the perfect square, because how many zeros you have here? 2 zeros. So in this we have 2 zeros. Whether 2 is the odd number or even number, so it is a even number. If there are even number of zeros, then it is a perfect square, may or may not. Okay, so it is a perfect square, may or may not. In case of even, it may be or may not be. Okay, but if it is the odd numbers, then definitely it is not a perfect square. So if it is a even, why? Because another one example, 100 we know that it is a perfect square of 10. So if you take 600, so 500, whether these are the perfect square? No. Yes, so 500 is not the perfect square of any number, 600 is not a perfect square of any number, even though these numbers have the two zeros. That means even number of zeros. So when even number of zeros, it is not possible to by the observation it is not possible to differentiate. But if there is an odd number of zeros, then definitely it is not a perfect square. So remember these things. Okay, so these are the some basic which we have to study and which is needed for our exercise. So just we will solve some problems from the exercise first. So here in the exercise first, what will be the unit digit of the squares of the following numbers? So unit digit means last digit. So these are the square of the following numbers. So 81 is the square of 9. Yes. So 81 is the square of 9. So if its unit is 1, so if the unit, so you have to observe as I explained in the introduction only. So you can observe here. So unit place is 1, then what is the number that we have used? And in the answer what we are getting? 1 at the unit place. So here what is the question? So unit digit of the squares of the following numbers. So what is the unit digit first? So unit digit is 1 here. So square of the 1 has also the unit digit. Square of this number also square of 1, that is 1 square, has the unit digit as 1. So in 1 there is no confusion. Okay, so here now we observe what is the unit digit. So unit digit is 2. So now square of this 2 square, that is 4. Yes, so 2 square will be 4. Then the unit digit what you are writing, your answer should be 4. Okay, so this is your answer and this is your answer here. So here now again, so these are for your understanding. So 799, the unit digit of the squares of the following number. The unit digit is 9. So the unit digit is 9. The unit digit of squares of the following numbers. So square, so 9 square is 81. So 9 square is 81. What is the unit digit here? So that is 1. So that means your answer is 1. Okay, so square of this unit digit. So now I will do directly. Okay, so 3 is the unit digit here. 3 square is, so 3 square is, it is 9. So unit digit, your answer is 9 here. So 4 square, that is 16. Yes, so 16 means the unit digit is 6. So your answer is 6 here. So what about here? The unit digit is 7. 7 square is 49. Even if you want, you can write. Okay, 4 square is 16. 7 square is 49. And what about here? 8 square. 8 8 is 64. What about 0? 0 square is 0 only. Then what about 6? 6 square is 36. What about 5? 5 square is 25. Then you have to write the unit digit from this. Okay, so these are the unit digits. So answers what you will write? So here it is 49. So answer is 9. And here it is 4. And here it is 0. And here answer is 6. And here answer is 5. Did you understood how to write? So it is the unit digit of the squares of the following numbers. So you have to choose the unit digit and you have to do the square of that number from the answer, whatever you are getting unit digit. So that is your answer. So this only we have studied. Yes. So what we have studied, so if the unit digit is 1, the number, so whatever the square of the number, perfect square we are getting. So whatever the perfect square, these are the perfect squares. So these are the perfect square we are getting. That unit digit also same. So even you can observe 2 is unit place, and the answer we are getting here unit place is 4. So even here you can observe 2 and 4. Even you can observe unit place 2 and 4. That means if you go for 32 also, at the unit place it is 4. If you go for 92 also, at the unit digit, the square of the term, that will be, the answer will be 4 there. So like that, the unit place always will be same. Okay, so this is the concept which we can study from this. Okay, so next we will move towards second. So here the following numbers are obviously not perfect square. So give reason. So I told you, always remember that there are some, to say not perfect square, the unit place should contain. If the unit place contains some of the numbers as, so not perfect square is nothing but if the unit place is 2, 3 and 7, 8. Yes. So not able to. If the unit place is 2, 3, 7, 8, then it is not a perfect square. So for that you have to observe the unit places. So here the unit place is 7, here the unit place is 3. So if the unit place, the any number, if the unit place is from these, then definitely it is not a perfect square. As they have given, these are obviously not perfect square, and you have to give reason for that. Then we will write reason properly. It can't be an perfect square. It can't be an perfect square because it has 7 at its unit place. So you can write the reason like this only. Okay, so unit place is 3 here. What about unit place? Unit place is 8. So 3 and 8 is also there in this list, so it is not a perfect square. Write the full definition here. Okay, so it is not, it can't be a perfect square because the unit place is 8, and here the unit place is 2, as 2 is also present, so it is not a perfect square. So unit place digit we will write. What are the digits we will write? So 2, 3, 7 or 8. So this you have to write. Okay, so this whole thing. Then here also unit place is 2, so it is not a perfect square because it has a unit place. In a unit place the 2 is there, which is from this, in the table it has the 7. So here there are 3 zeros, that means odd number of zeros. Odd number of zeros at the last, hence it is not. So I will not explain because I have explained already that concept. So 2 is at the unit place, hence it is not a perfect square. So here again it is odd number of zeros. Then what about 0? Don't count 1, 2, 3. So I told at the end it should be continuous, it should be. But here the 5 is there, that means only single 1 we have. Yes. So even though as it is a single means it is a odd number. How many odd? Only 1. 1, 0. 0 is there, hence it is not a perfect square. So this is about today's class. We will continue in the next class. And complete your notes, and whatever the pending there you have to write the reason, everything you have to complete, and send the pic of your today's work to me.